Hey everyone, it's your boy Kyle. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to the channel, I'll do video content on movies, video games, and entertainment, and the overall goal of this channel is to give you a daily dose of positivity, make you happy, make you smile, and brighten up your day. In today's video, I'm going to react to Avengers Endgame. Guys, I'm so hyped. I'm scared. Although I just said this video is all about making you happy, I don't think I'm going to be happy in this video. I think I'm gonna break. Guys, I think I might break. I know you guys are saying in Infinity War that Kyle's gonna break an Endgame, and I don't know. I'm so scared. Like, there's just so many things gonna happen. I feel like the Marvel series is gonna be finished after, Avengers Endgame, and I don't feel like there's anything gonna be like this anymore after this movie. So I'm like so intense. I'm so nervous. There's so many things gonna happen. It's 3 hours long, which is insane. But I'm gonna do something very special for you guys. I really appreciate all the support I'm getting on YouTube, Patreon, Instagram, and I'm feeling the love. And so it is 3 hours long, and so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna split up my reactions into 3 different parts, and I'm gonna actually make sure I'm not gonna cut a lot of things out, so they're gonna be a little bit longer. It's something unusual that I'm gonna be doing. I like to keep my reactions shorter. But for Endgame, since there's a lot of stuff going on, I really don't want to cut out too many things, because one, y'all will be mad at me for doing it, and two, there's just so many details there. I don't want to, cut those things out. So, yeah, just as a little treat for you guys, for your support. So that it's gonna be long, like I said. But before we get started with this video, make sure you hit me up on Instagram and Twitter to stay updated on all my latest posts. And if you're into video games, I am streaming on Twitch as well. I'll be linking my socials in the description box down below, as well as the comment section. And if you're interested in watching my uncut version, getting early access to my content, as well as participating in polls that decide which movie and TV show I'll be watching next on my YouTube channel, you can pop on over to my Patreon. My Patreon will also be linked in the description box down below, as well as the comment section. And you can support me on Patreon for a minimum of $1.50 a month, and your support allows me to pump out my content out faster and give you that daily dose of positivity. And without further ado, let's get right into part 1 of my reaction to Avengers Endgame. We get to see Clint! Oh, he's teaching his daughter how to shoot an bow and arrow. It's so cute. Oh, and that house arrest thing that we heard about in Infinity War, that Scott Lang and Clint were arrested, but Scott Lang got, his house arrest was, he was done with it, so hopefully Clint will be done with it too.
Hey guys, enough practice. Soup's on.
All right, we're coming. We're hungry. Now let's go.
Uh-oh.
Lila?
No! Yo, yeah, so this is the scene here is like, still the consequences of Thanos snapping his fingers, and Clint wasn't there in Infinity War, so he has no idea what's going on. So this is so sad for him. Yeah, he has no idea what's going on.
Babe.
Oh, Tony with Nebula.
You don't need to do that. Because you're just holding the position. That was close. And you won. Congratulations.
Oh my goodness, that's so sad. Oh, like, I remember, because Nebula has never won anything before. Gamora's always been winning, and so she never knows how it feels to win. So she's gonna feel so weird, like, when because he said that, he's like, she's like, what just happened,
You have fun?
It was fun.
I wonder how they're gonna get back to Earth from Titan.
Hey, Miss Potts. If you find this recording, don't post it on social media. It's gonna be a real tearjerker. I don't know if you're ever gonna see these. I don't even know if you're still.
There.
I hope so.
Hope so.
Today's day 21? No, 22.
Oh, there's floating
Also, for the
space.
existential terror of staring into the literal void of space, I'd say I'm feeling a little better today. Infection's run its course, thanks to the blue meanie back there. Oh, you love her. Very practical. Only a tiny bit sadistic. So the fuel cells were cracked during battle, and we figured out a way to reverse the ion charge and bought ourselves about 48 hours of flight time. But it's now dead in the water. 1,000 light years from the nearest 7-Eleven. Oxygen will run out tomorrow morning,
Oh no.
and that'll be it. And Pep, I know I said no more surprises, but I gotta say I was really hoping to pull off one last one. But it looks like, well, you know what it looks like. Please know, when I drift off, it'll be like every night lately. I'm fine, totally fine. I dream about you. 'Cause it's always you.
I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, they're stuck in space right now. I just feel like the emptiness that's happened after Infinity War, where everything is just like I said, so empty. And like, no one knows what to do now. And everyone feels so defeated. What is that? Captain Marvel? Yeah! Woo! That's so sick.
Couldn't stop him. Neither could I. I lost the kid.
Oh, yeah, he lost Spider-Man.
This,
Just Rocket and Nebula. Oh.
It's been 23 days since Thanos came to Earth.
World governments are in pieces. The parts that are still working are trying to take a census, and it looks like he did exactly what he said he was going to do. Thanos wiped out 50% of all living creatures.
Yeah.
Where is he now? Where?
We don't know. That was for 3 weeks now. Deep space scans and satellites, and we got nothing. Tony, you fought him.
Who told you that? You didn't fight him. No, he wiped my face with a planet while the Bleecker Street magician gave away the store. That's what happened. There was no fight because he's unbeatable.
Did he give you any clues? Any coordinates? Anything?
I saw this coming a few years back. I had a vision. I didn't want to believe it. I thought I was dreaming.
Tony, I'm gonna
Oh! Yeah, the Vision! I remember in Age of Ultron, and then Wanda was messing with his vision, and then he was kind of seeing the Chitauri in the space, and then all the Avengers are all dead, and then he felt bad for feeling all of them. Is that the Vision that you're talking about? And I do like how they incorporate Captain Marvel into Endgame, because I was trying to figure out how she would fit in, and I remember in Captain Marvel she was saying that she's off dealing with other planets and all this stuff, so maybe she was kind of flying to a different planet trying to help the other planet out with something that was bad happening, and she came across this weird empty floating ship and then brought him to C-53 slash space slash Earth slash Midgard, whatever you want to call it. So that's cool, kind of cool.
Cap, I got no coordinates, no clues, no strategies, no options, zero, zip, nada. No trust. Liar.
Why is he...
Here, take this. You find him, you put that on. You hide. Tony, fine.
Why is Tony being this way? Don't give up.
You guys take care of him, and I'll bring a Bazorian elixir when I come back.
Where are you going?
To kill Thanos.
Who does Captain Marvel think she is?
Hey.
Yeah, Black Widow set her straight.
And between you and I, morale's a little fragile.
We realize up there is more your territory, but this is our fight too.
You even know where he is?
I know people who might.
Don't bother. I can tell you where Thanos is.
Yeah, Nebula would know.
Thanos spent a long time trying to perfect me. And when he worked, he talked about his great plan. Even disassembled, I wanted to please him. I'd ask, where would we go once his plan was complete? And his answer was always the same. to the garden.
When Thanos snapped his fingers, Earth became ground zero for a power surge of ridiculously cosmic proportions. No one's ever seen anything like it.
Okay.
Until 2 days ago, on this planet.
Thanos is there.
He
Damn.
used the stones again.
Oh, look, he's still got the stones, so.
So let's get him. Use them to bring everyone back.
Just like that.
Yeah, just like that.
Even
Whoa.
if there's a small chance that we can undo this, I mean, we owe it to everyone who's not in this room to try.
If we
Yeah.
do this, how do we know it's gonna end any differently than it did before?
Because before you didn't have me.
Hey.
Yeah,
you
true.
know, everybody in this room is about that superhero life. And if you don't mind my asking, where the hell have you been all this time?
There are
Yeah,
a lot of other
exactly.
planets in the universe. And unfortunately, they didn't have you guys.
I have goosebumps right now.
I like this one.
So they're gonna go right to Thanos.
Let's go get this son of a bitch.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'll head down for recon.
I really hope they don't make Captain Marvel very like OP like she is, and like kind of everyone's kind of a shadow of her because they're not as strong as her. Yeah, we don't know.
No satellites, no ships, no armies, no ground defenses of any kind.
He's just there.
It's just him.
Yeah, this is what he wanted. This? Look even at his face. It's been that had a lot of damage. Oh my goodness! Where are the stones? Where are they?
Where are they?
The universe required correction. After that, the stones served no purpose.
What?
Beyond temptation.
You murdered trillions!
Where are the stones?
Gone. Reduced to atoms.
You used them 2 days ago.
I used the stones to destroy the stones. It nearly killed me.
What?
But the work is done.
We have to tear this place apart. Yeah, he has to be lying.
My father is many things. A liar is not one of them.
Oh my goodness! Oh my god!
What did you do?
He killed him. He went for the head. They killed Thanos already. Huh. Hold on a minute. So they ambushed him, and then Thor cut his hand off. But I'm like, before I was like, well, why didn't they do that before in Titan? Is that because obviously Stormbreaker is super strong, and it's like Thor that he can just chop his arm off with his Stormbreaker, opposed to Tony with his sword. And then he used the stones to destroy the stones. So I don't know what's gonna happen now, as he's dead now, which is weird. I'm interested. Like, my mind's blown. 5 years later? Yeah, it's just so empty right now. So interesting how, like, that works. How, like, you get that feeling after Infinity War that, like, they truly lost, and then it still feels empty, and they're trying to do everything else.
And that's it. That's those little brave baby steps we gotta take to try and become whole again, try and find purpose.
Yeah, they have to find a purpose now.
I went in the ice in 45 right after I met the love of my life.
Oh,
Woke
yeah.
up 70 years later. You gotta move on. The world is in our hands. It's left to us, guys. And we gotta do something with it. Otherwise, Thanos should have killed all of us.
San Francisco. It's Scott Lang in the and the van that has the quantum tunnel. Whoa! He got back! Scott Lang got back again. Interesting. He's so confused.
Hope?
Oh yeah, he doesn't know.
Hey, kid! What the hell happened here?
It's gonna be interesting to see Scott Lang's kind of perspective on this. Oh, he's gonna find out and see, find Hope and Hank's and Janet's name. Scott Lang. What? Oh, Cassie's grown up! Oh, it's 5 years later, so that makes sense.
You're so big.
Yeah.
Carol, are we seeing you here next month?
Not likely.
What, you gonna get another haircut?
Except for face. I'm covering a lot of territory. The things that are happening on Earth are happening everywhere. On thousands of planets.
This channel is always active, so if anything goes sideways, anyone's making trouble where they shouldn't, comes through me. Where are you?
Mexico. The Federales found a room full of bodies.
Huh.
Looks like a bunch of cartel guys never even had a chance to get their guns off.
It's probably a rival gang.
Except it isn't. It's definitely Barton.
Oh.
What he's done here, what he's been doing for the last few years. I mean, the scene that he left. I gotta tell you, there's a part of me that doesn't even want to find him.
Will you find out where he's going next?
Nat?
Please.
So Clint's kind of gone crazy then because he's pissed because his family's vanished.
You know, I keep telling everybody they should move on and grow.
But he can't move on either. Everyone's kind of stuck.
But not us.
If I move on, who does this?
Maybe it doesn't need to be done.
I used to have nothing. And then I got this.
And then she had a purpose.
This job. This family. And I was better because of it. And even though they're gone, I'm still trying to be better.
Yeah.
I think we both need to get a life.
You first.
Yeah, it's hard.
Oh, hi! Hi, is anyone home? This
Scott
is
Lang?
Scott Lang!
Ah!
A few years ago, at the airport in Germany, I was the guy that got really big. I had a mask on. You wouldn't recognize
Is this an
me.
old message?
Ant-Man? Ant-Man, I know you know that.
It's the front gate.
We need to talk to you guys.
Oh, this is how they're gonna incorporate him back into the story. Oh, I'm so excited.
Scott.
Have either of you guys ever studied quantum physics?
Only to make conversation.
All right, so 5 years ago, right before
This happened.
Thanos,
Yeah.
I was in a place called the quantum realm. And the quantum realm is like its own microscopic universe. To get in there, you have to be incredibly small. Hope, she's my
With a girl.
She was supposed to pull me out, and then Thanos happened, and I got stuck in there.
I'm sorry, that must have been a very long 5 years.
Yeah, but that's just it. It wasn't. For me, it was 5 hours. See, the rules of the quantum realm aren't like they are up here. Everything is unpredictable. What I'm saying is, time works differently in the quantum realm. The only problem is right now, we don't have a way to navigate it. But what if we did?
The quantum tunnel!
Thinking about
Oh!
it, we could somehow control the chaos, and we could navigate it. What if there was a way that we could enter the quantum realm at a certain point in time, but then exit the quantum realm at another point in time? Like before Thanos.
Wait, are you talking about a time machine?
No, of course not. No, not a time machine. This is more like yeah.
Yeah,
like a time machine. I know, it's crazy. It's crazy. But I can't stop thinking about it. It's
Way.
crazy.
Scott, I get emails from a raccoon, so nothing sounds crazy anymore.
So who do we talk to about this?
Tony, after everything you've seen, is anything really
Quantum
impossible?
fluctuation messes with the Planck scale, which then triggers the Deutsch proposition. Can we agree on that? In layman's terms, it means you're not coming home.
I did.
It's a 1,000,000,000 to 1 cosmic fluke. And now you want to pull a... What do you call it?
Time heist?
The stones are in the past. We could go back, we could get them.
We can snap our own fingers. We can bring everybody back.
I believe the most likely outcome will be our collective demise.
Not if we strictly follow the rules of time travel. That means no talking to our past. Self.
We have to take a stand.
We did stand. And yet here we are.
You have to rise up again.
On the line. You got a wife, a daughter. But I lost someone very important to me. A lot of people did.
Mm-hmm. You owe it to them.
We have a chance to bring her back, to bring everyone back, and you're telling me that you won't even.
That's right, Scott. I will.
Unless he's gonna think about it.
Yeah, but I mean, what are we gonna do? We need it. What are we gonna stop?
No, I want to do it right. We're gonna need a really big brain.
Come on, I feel like I'm the only one eating here. Try some of that. 5 years ago, we got our asses beat. Except it was worse for me, because I lost twice. First Hulk lost, then Banner lost. Then we all lost. For years, I've been treating the Hulk like he's some kind of disease, something to get rid of. But then I start looking at him as the cure.
Oh, that's good.
In the gamma lab. I put the brains and the brawn together. And now look at me.
You look awesome.
Best of both worlds.
Excuse me, Mr. Hulk?
Yes.
Oh, he's a fans.
100% little person. Come on.
Little person.
You mind?
Do you mind taking a little quick pic?
Say green.
Green.
Green. Did you get that? The whole time travel do-over? Yeah, guys, it's outside of my area of expertise.
Yeah, I feel like Tony's gonna think about what they were talking about. That's what he always does. At least he's gonna do it for Spider-Man.
Model rendered.
Holy shit.
What are you doing here?
It's the EPR paradox. Instead of pushing Lang through time, you might have wound up pushing time through Lang. It's tricky, dangerous. Somebody could have cautioned you against it.
You did.
Oh, did I? Well, thank God I'm here.
Tony to the
Regardless,
rescue.
I fixed it. A fully functioning time-space GPS. We got a shot at getting these stones, but I gotta tell you my priorities. Bring back what we lost? I hope, yes. Keep what I found? Have to, at all costs.
And a shield.
We are getting the whole team. Yeah?
We're working on that right now.
Brody, careful on re-entry. There's an idiot in the landing zone.
Oh, God.
What's up, regular size man?
You Asgard. Oh, yay.
Kind of a step down from the Golden Palaces and the magic hammers and whatnot.
Valkyrie.
Valkyrie. Great to see you.
He won't see you.
Is that bad, huh?
We only see him once a month when he comes in for...
Beer. Thor's got a beer belly.
Oh my God! Oh my God, it's so good to see you. Give me your cuddly little rascal. No, I'm good. I'm good. It's not necessary.
Hulk, you know my friends, Meek and Korg, right?
Oh, Korg!
Long time no see.
Beers on the bucket. Feel free to log into the Wi-Fi. No password, obviously.
We need your help. There might be a chance we could fix everything, like Thanos. Just say that. I get it. You're in a rough spot. Okay, I've been there myself. And you want to know who helped me out of it?
Thor did it.
Natasha. It was you. We need you, pal.
Come on, Thor. You have to help us. You have a chance to bring all the Asgardians back.
Beer on the ship.
And what kind?
Tokyo. Oh, who's this guy?
What I want
You can't give me.
Whoa.
You shouldn't be here.
Split?
Neither should you.
No way! He's upgraded his stuff!
Is that what you're calling this? Killing all these people isn't gonna bring your family back.
Ah, Natasha's there to recruit him. We need your help, man.
We found something.
Don't give me hope.
We're not... You have to have hope, man.
I'm sorry I couldn't give it to you sooner.
Bringing back the team again! Yeah, that was part 1 of my reaction to Endgame so far. We're an hour in, and it is literally insane, guys. It's just getting started. I liked how we kind of got the feelings and seeing the aftermath of Infinity War, and like all the characters were like defeated at a loss, but everywhere around the world just seems so dead and empty, and you can really feel that. And I like the music that they put into those particular scenes. It really added that effect that they wanted to show the audience, and like captivate the emptiness, and was so amazing. I was like, had goosebumps like just watching that. I was just like, Thanos really did that, like, and they were really feeling the burn of losing because they're not used to losing. So when they lost, it was like, we have no idea, and everyone's just like, we don't know anything. But it was cool that we got to see Nebula and Iron Man, and they left Titan. But they were kind of floating in outer space, kind of just stranded out there. They tried doing some recalibration on some of the engine, but they only had 48 hours left. But they wouldn't be able to get back to Earth with that amount of time, and they were losing oxygen, which isn't good. But Tony was recording something on his Iron Man helmet for Pepper, which is super sweet because he thought like he was gonna die. Because like he's like, I have no idea how to get back, and we have lack of resources. We actually have none. But then Captain Marvel comes out of nowhere, which is super interesting because I was trying to, when I finished watching the Captain Marvel, I was thinking like, how are they gonna incorporate her into Endgame? Well, this is how, because in Captain Marvel at the very end, she zips off back into outer space, and she's helping the Skrulls, and she's helping other different situations and different planets out with whatever their problems is. And so I guess she was, zipping by, and she sees this stranded aircraft carrier, and then she's like, okay, well, I'll help you guys. And then she moves over, moves to Earth. And I think the reason why she was zipping back to Earth is because she got paged by Nick Fury before he vanished away. And that was pretty cool how they connected it all. Because at first I didn't know what her logo was until I watched Captain Marvel. Tony and Nebula reconnected with everyone. Tony was still very distraught, very defeated, was giving everyone a bunch of attitude. Captain Marvel was like, okay, well, I'm going to go and kill Thanos. And then everyone's like, whoa, who the hell do you think you are? And then, like, Natasha had to correct her and be like, well, I know it's kind of more your problem, but it's our problem too. So, like, we have to work together, which I really liked. They were trying to figure out and track the stones and see if they can see where Thanos is. But since Nebula always records everything that she does, because she's half robotic, she knows where Thanos is. And Thanos was trying to destroy the stones afterwards. And which is kind of interesting. So they go and track him down. It's just him. There's no one else, and which was like really odd. But they, ambushed him, and he wasn't really, telling us why he was kind of doing it. Well, he told us a hint of it, but wasn't like the true like itty bitty details of it. But then Thor wasn't having it, and he just like used the Stormbreaker and just sliced his head. And I was like, holy crap, like, did that just happen? Did they just seriously kill Thanos? which is insane. And some other things that happened was, you know, we got to see Clint, and it was cool that we saw, you know, his house arrest, and he has the ankle bracelet. We haven't seen Clint since Civil War, but we found details about him and Scott Lang being on house arrest because they didn't sign the Sokovian Accord, so they were deemed criminals. But so Clinton made a deal, and so he was allowed to stay in his house and be with his family and not in a jail cell. Well, then his family got dusted away, and then which is insane. So because he was like, "What the hell's going on?" Because he wasn't part of the Infinity War, which is like, so he's like, "I don't know what's going on." Then the other thing is that so after they killed Thanos, everything else, the movie jumps 5 years later, and everyone's still like very depressed, low spirit, and no confidence. Natasha's crying. She has no idea what's going on. A lot of stuff's happening. She like lost a lot of people, right? So that makes sense. Everyone did. But then we see Scott Lang, and he comes back from the quantum realm, and which is really crazy because in the end of Ant-Man and the Wasp, he got stuck there because he was asking Hulk to bring him back after getting that like quantum application for Ava, but then they got dusted away, so he was stuck there, but he somehow was able to get out of the quantum realm, and he drove his van to the Avengers Tower. But before that scene, he was like, what the hell's going on? Because he still had no idea. And then they still deemed, you know, Scott Lang was dead because he had those like burial grounds for all the people that dusted and vanished away. But he wasn't, so he visited his family. Cassie's grown up again, and that is like insane because, you know, 5 years later can really change a lot of people. So then after him visiting Cassie, he drives to the Avenger Tower and headquarters, and was like, "Hey, it's Scott, the Ant-Man guy. Like, remember me from Civil War? Blah blah blah." And then Natasha and Steve are like, is this now or is this before? Like, because they're all like, their time stuff is kind of all like confusing, right? Because they couldn't believe that someone's showing up to Avengers headquarters. And then he goes in and he was like, so like talks about like the quantum tunnel and like quantum mechanics, and was like, wow, I have an idea and like how we can get maybe people back. So then they visited Tony, and then they were kind of suggesting doing like a time machine, time heist thing. At first, Tony didn't want it, so then Scott, Natasha, and Steve went to go talk to Hulk, and Hulk is like the super celebrity now, and Bruce has made Hulk his part of him now. He used to use Hulk as a problem to get himself out of problems, but now he made it as a cure, and now he's like super happy, and you know, he's the Hulk, like it's a mix of both worlds, and it's really cool to see. So they contact Hulk. He's like, this is not my area of expertise. So then they were still kind of building some of the time machine. But then while they were doing that, Tony was thinking about, like, yeah, originally he was like, well, I don't want to do this because I have a family. And speaking of that, like, they have a kid, which is amazing. So I was obviously wrong with Infinity War, where I was kind of saying that, like, I thought Pepper was saying that they couldn't have a kid because of his arc reactor, but I'm totally wrong. I was just guessing about that. It's just that Pepper didn't want to have kids with Tony while Tony was being a superhero because it's too high of a risk. So Tony, while he was thinking about it, he told them no, but then he started thinking about it, and he actually solved the problem of how they could incorporate the time heist, which is like super interesting, and it was super awesome. And then it was interesting how he was saying to Cap, like, I will only help you get the stones back. Like, I don't want to risk anything. Like, I have too much on the line. So that he kind of changed his decision after figuring it out, because now since he knows the knowledge, he's like, I need to help. And, you know, Pepper's like, I've already, like, it's been so many times I've tried not to, you know, to convince you not to do it, but then that never helps, so you still do it anyways, so just go and do it. The last scene of the movie of so far in part 1 is Natasha meets up with Clint in Tokyo, and Clint's very different. Like, he doesn't have his bow and arrow anymore at the moment, and he's very like samurai swordsy, and like his armor's different, and I was like, this is so sick. Like, but you know, Clint's just pissed off because he doesn't know where his family is. Like, did they all die? And he's just taking his anger out, and it was just like really interesting. And I forgot to mention that Hulk and Rocket went to a new Asgard, which is so cool. So the rest of the Asgardians that didn't get dusted away, they recolonized on Earth, and they have this cool area now. Not as fancy schmancy as Asgard. We run into Valkyrie again, which is awesome. But she was kind of giving us the heads up of like, you know, Thor doesn't want to be bothered at the moment, and he only comes out once a month for beer. And then when we finally get to see him, he has a beer belly and he's not jacked, which is a really interesting look for him. And we got to see Korg again. I like Korg a lot. He's super chill kind of character. Really enjoy him. And his other guy named, I think his name Malekith or whatever, or Malik. And Thor was just very upset and pissed off at the situation, even after killing Thanos, and even when Hulk was like saying we might have a solution and we might be able to, you know, get the stones, and mention Thanos, and he was like, do not mention Thanos, and he's like, and almost tear-eyed, like he's just very angry at the situation. But then Rocket's like, well, we have beer, and so hopefully he's gonna join us. But yeah, I'll find out in part 2. But yeah, this just wraps up my initial thoughts of part 1 of Endgame. Thank you everyone for watching this video. I sincerely appreciate it. Make sure you check out my Patreon as well. It'll be linked in the comment section down below, as well as my Instagram and Twitter, and also my Twitch as well. I'll see everyone in part 2. Stay positive, love everyone, hate no one. Peace out, bye.